Hello. Okay, so let's do the reading. You're approaching too fast. I mean, too fast to something, right? And this something is coming home, like to yourself, right? It's like you're coming back to yourself, right? Become one with yourself, and you're moving too fast, but too fast in not a bad way. So it looks like the reality for you right now is open wide. So it's like you're on the top, and the environment around you is open, right? So there's nothing blocking you presently from anything. And it is all the energy is focused on coming together, right? You're coming together with yourself as one. Not your twin flame, not your soulmate, not your friend, not your lover, none of that. You with yourself, right? Me, myself, and I. So you have to understand that you have this gift that manipulates the source energy, right? The elements, right? That's what sorcery is. You're like a form of a sorcerer, and you have to trigger that part of you. How would you trigger it? You have to aim. You just basically say, I'm interpreting it right now from my point of view, how I would do it. So what I would do is like, I would just think, I want this part of myself awakened, right? That specific part, right? And then I would watch it while it's being awakened. And as I witness it's being awakened, that's the thing being done, right? So you need to witness yourself coming into this source energy and activating your side where you can cultivate and manipulate the source energy. So witnessing yourself coming into it. Remember that. You had someone, oh, that's wonderful, and sad at the same time. You had someone next to you that you looked as a protector, a guardian, maybe your guru, right? This was like a jaguar spirit, right? This like a tiger, white tiger or a black jaguar. And it was this thundering energy. It had the power of moving things around, right? Breaking things while touching it. Like it was fire, water, air, and earth all in one, like the source, the elements, right? Coming from the ether, the spirit itself. That's the kind of person that you had around you. That person, right, crossed your path many times throughout your lifetimes, right? Many times. And each time they would spark that part of you, like restart. Let's say if you've forgotten who you are, right, in this incarnation or that incarnation or any other, they would come in and they would remind you by like sparking that thing that was between you and reminding you who you are, that you're a power plant. You're the source that creates things, that attracts living, that heals and tends to living, all kind of thing. Without this person right now, you're this wild person inside of you, this wild part of you, right? Feels that you're on this dry land, right? In a desert, under a burning sun. That actually charges you, but at the same time, it dries you up because you need the rain. You need some kind of water. So without this being at your side, this entity, whatever, your guardian, your guru, whoever it was, you feel like you're only resourcing to one energy, right? One frequency, which is fire element, one element. But that's not really true if this is how you actually feel. And you feel like you need to be cooled down, watered, because it's like the sun is very masculine energy. So you feel like you're just burning out this masculine energy inside of you, and you need to be cooled down and watered. This is how you feel right now without this person. You need to be very cunning. That in the situation, so it looks like you're going somewhere up high, right? You're going up high. And you remember how I said you have sun energy? You see how this is a cool place? Like it's almost like made of ice. Like anyone who lives there or resides in there, you would interpret as have less emotions or less warm and touchy-feely expression of humanity in itself. So you have to be cunning and act, right? Do you see the fox here? You have to be cunning and you have to act as if you relate to them, right? And you have to act like you bear their cross. And that's the part of your journey in this phase, right? In this state, whatever we're talking about. Oh, also you need to remember that you are a shaman, right? Your gift is shamanism. You are a shaman. You're a visionary, right? You have a quest, and that quest is to cut through the veil, right? So that others can also pass through the veil and see world for what it is, or see it for in a different way, right? It's almost like you must split the sky in two, right? That's your calling. So what I'm understanding is that you have to hide a little bit of what you actually are, fire that you are. You have to hide your fire a little bit so that you can make this journey of yours, right? This quest work. Because you're here to help others and you don't want to scare them, right? Like me wearing this like little doll face here so that I don't scare many. I'm more relatable. See, something like this. Okay, so you, whatever you think, right? Whatever you think and whatever you mirror, right? Let's say you do transformation on the level that you transform yourself, right? And on a broader world, let's say you transform yourself, like you reflect as a mirror. You reflect on your insecurities, on your fears, on your dogmas, on your, I don't know, what words are not happening. I'm on a period, so my brain's a little slower today. On your, whatever, I can't look for words. So you reflect, right? And that's the lodge that you're governing, right? You're the pillar of that lodge. You're the pillar of that lodge. You actually govern that part of reality. So there's really no one else here doing this because you're unique. And what happens is when you transform yourself, others also transform. So it's like, as long as you work on yourself, everyone else falls in line and starts transforming too. So you create the reality by just working on yourself. So let's say I'm talking about me. I transformed something inside me, right? I transformed fear, got rid of it, and worked very hard on it. And all of a sudden, it's like a chain reaction. Everyone else around me and around them is also starting to experience this like a chain reaction of like sort of like a Go game where chess pieces or Go pieces are set in such a way where they will end up in this formation and they have to go through this game where it would eliminate fear from their life. So what you do is you have to work on yourself. Keep doing that because you seed as you work on yourself and your seeds grow. So you're a transformer, but transformation happens if you work on yourself. Not by just like going and being a guru, teaching others. No, just quietly working on yourself. And when you do, you transform energy and you manipulate the energy without even knowing. And everyone just falls into that energy. And it's just like, it's like if you just like a pillar that creates like a force that creates tornado, right? And starts spinning and spinning and spinning. And then everything around it starts going into this vortex and falling into it. That's what you are. So tend to yourself first and know that everyone else will follow because there is no other way. You must tend to earth and nature, right? And I don't know how much you believe in the spirit of the olds, like the spirit of the earth, right? I don't know, like things that Native Americans believed in. Research. Please research. If you don't know, like go and Google and research, because Google knows a lot of things. Research, and then find out how they did it. Maybe communicate with them and learn a few things, right? And worship, right? Do not like this word, but this is what we're going to use right now. Worship the earth the way they did. Cherish the life the way they did. Give the gifts to the living birds or creatures the way they did. So that is what is asked of you to go in the time, to go by the rules of the old, ancient ones, right? What that has to do with anything. So people who are against you right now, right, who are trying to stop you or discourage you, are actually stimulating you into moving forward. So don't be upset about it because this is so that you're triggered to move forward. You have a gift of healing. You need to know that. And this is what we're talking. You got to resort to this Native American. Why? I don't know why Native American, but this is what I'm getting right now. Like ancient worlds I'm getting, but for some reason I'm hearing Native American. Not because I'm in America. That's not why. Just hearing that. You have to resort to their way of doing things, right? I could say like Chinese medicine, which works perfectly fine. But this is different that we're talking about here. Because it has to do with some kind of esoteric magical things, rituals, right? So you need to resort to this tantric force moving around, maybe a dance, maybe a this. Go learn their ways. Maybe you'll find yourself sooner. And you have to commit to it. You have to commit to it. You really love someone. You love someone. And you're waiting for that someone to come back into your life, right? It could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be whoever. It could be a relative, whatever. And you feel like when this person comes into your life, there will be like a rainbow. The colors will just go wild. But the thing is, like right now, the movement of that person to you is slow, right? And you're not ready yet for that person to come to you. So you need to concentrate on the spiral that we were talking about. Vortex. for You're the Vortex.